If it was a bugle, it wouldn't actually have those bits.
No, it's a trumpet.
Yeah. Breakfast shift! Hey, who are you?
Alistair with the short.
I'm Tim with The Breakfast.
Mm.
Put them together, you get this. It's this magic.
The video is the love child of Alistair and Tim. But we love it.
We would be great parents.
We would. I'd be a great parent.
He'd be a great parent. I could hardly take care of myself. I didn't have breakfast this morning.
Oh,
imagine
heresy.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if I had a kid, I'd have to remember to feed it all the time.
Yeah.
And
You should get a cat. They're great.
I really don't think you guys should even have a pet.
They won't attack you on like that story in the US that we won't talk about because we have other stories. Exciting.
Yeah, crazy
stuff.
cat attacking people. But that's not what we're talking about.
No.
We're talking about Brisbane, the River City, bringing on NFL, American Gridiron, the sport of kings, unless you watch NRL, because that is the real sport of kings, like the other sport of kings, but a different sport for different kings. Australian kings, not American kings. That would work really well if there was an NFL team called the Kings. There isn't. There isn't, because America hates the monarchy.
No. Ameristralia, this is like the rebirth.
No. Australia is completely
That's
dead.
dead, yeah.
No one should ever talk about
Don't
Australia again. Let it go.
Actually, we'll bleep this out so you don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, I love that subreddit. Beep! Anyway, Premier Campbell Newman is pursuing the Seattle Seahawks in America, the Seattle NFL team, to get them to play a game in Australia during their next season. Now, the reason why he chose the Seattle Seahawks was because there's a Brisbane boy who's actually on the team. Now, Seattle Seahawks, you may remember a few months ago we mentioned, because they won the Super Bowl, destroyed the Denver Broncos in something that was both sad and boring.
Yeah.
Completely destroyed them on the field. Seattle Seahawks walked away. So there's a Brisbane boy with a Seattle Seahawks Super Bowl championship ring, which is awesome. So next month, there's going to be officials from the Seattle Seahawks coming to Brisbane. They're going to be checking out Suncorp Stadium. And they say the state's facilities, but, I mean, there isn't really any other facility that's close to somewhere that the Americans want to play. Because you look at American stadiums, they're insane.
Massive.
They're insane. They're like 5 times bigger than Suncorp Stadium. The small ones, huge crowds, probably fit like the population of Brisbane into them. But this is all just them trying to boost the international recognition of Brisbane and stuff. And Campbell Newman says he wants to make this a regular thing.
I love how it's international, but it only concerns American sport.
Yes.
What?
I'm really excited about this because I love NFL. I'd really like to see a game played in Brisbane. I'd totally buy a ticket for that.
Yeah.
That'd be so awesome.
You could probably buy 3 and get a bit of extra legroom because you don't have to worry about any other sport not having not having enough space. I don't think many people would go see
What do you think would fill a crowd better? A Brisbane Raw game, soccer?
Yeah.
Or 2 professional NFL teams from America coming over and playing one of their in-season games?
The Raw. Absolutely, because it's a local team and people support their local team.
You think we just don't give a shit about NFL that much?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
I'd be like, oh, cool, but I wouldn't go.
There was also the thing about how they were having a Major League Baseball game in Australia, and I think one of the LA players was just saying, oh, I'm just not excited about going to Australia at all.
Because, they're not on home ground. Only one dude out of all the Seattle
Seahawks. Sea Dogs.
Yeah, the manatees. Really could bring a crowd. And I think that'd be like their cousins and the cousins' best friends. And that's like it.
Speaking of family, keeping them safe.
Oh, yes. A bunker has gone up for auction. A nuclear bunker has gone up for auction.
The best kind of bunker.
Yes. In Scotland. It's an ex-POW... it's set actually on an ex-POW camp. The name of it is ridiculous. The Cultibragan.
Cultibragan. I like that, actually. That sounds good.
It's pretty cool. I think it's just over 2,000 square feet, I believe, or yards.
I believe that's 16 square kilometers, if I've converted that correctly.
It's big. It's big, and it's originally valued. It was originally built for $50 million during the Cold War scare.
Which in those days, that kind of money would have been like, you could also fly to the moon.
Yeah, pretty much. Now it's going up for auction for just over $30 $330,000.
That's a bargain. What a
Yeah.
saving. Just to
Buy
keep
it.
your family safe and to ensure their safety into the post-apocalyptic world, you should buy this bunker.
Yeah, renovator's dream, as described on the internet. All ceiling flooring, lots of piping up above, which you can find interesting ways of covering up.
Not great if you like windows.
No, it's underground.
That's the disadvantage.
Yeah. Might have to go outside occasionally during the fallout for your vitamin D.
If you're a fan of fresh air, we do not recommend buying this bunker.
If you get nauseous, if you need the stars to navigate, don't buy this bunker. Though,
I do a lot of navigation when I go to sleep.
yeah. It does come with a few perks, though. You get a hospital, it comes with water tanks and air recycling,
So it's fully
filtration.
equipped.
Fully equipped. It was designed for people to get in there and survive a nuclear fallout. So it's still got the facilities.
Or a
it's still
robot
like-
apocalypse.
Yeah,
Or
zombie apocalypse.
robo-apocalypse. Or zombies, yeah.
Aliens? I don't know how good to be against aliens.
Thinking about The Walking Dead,
Yeah.
shouldn't there be more Fallout bunkers?
Yeah. Probably.
Like, I mean, it was America during the Cold War. You think they would have made a heap of those bunkers?
They probably did, but then it's not going up for auction. I think Scotland was just like, yeah, we'll make one too. Why not?
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna look into that. Also, news came out overnight. Panasonic and Sony have teamed up to create the successor to the Blu-ray disc. Now, it's going to be coming out in a few years, and it's going to be mainly used for archival purposes. But they also plan to use it for films in the future when they move on to bigger files like 4K resolution and things like that.
Yeah.
So the new discs, which haven't have a name yet, but when they first come out, they will have a capacity of 300 gigabytes. And further on, when they further develop the technology, they're hoping to get these discs up to 1 terabyte of space. So that's like an external hard drive, which
Ridiculous.
is insane.
The size of a little DVD disc. CD, yeah. This sort of, like, I love that they're using it for archival purposes, which makes sense because then you're fitting more data into less space, as opposed to having like the first hard drive disc, which was the size of this damn room.
Yeah,
and
like
fit,
at some point you're
30
just stacking
megabytes.
bricks, and it's like, how can we make this smaller? It's all about just making it smaller to store stuff, which I mean, yeah, I'm totally for.
This means awesome things though for stuff like games, because then it means stupid amounts of data, stupid amounts of detail, stupid amounts of potential for massive worlds, which I think this is the most exciting thing about this for me. On top of the archive.
Download it into your brain.
Yep.
These are the discs that the Oculus Rift will use in the future.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just go full on virtual reality. It's going to be amazing.
And it's going to look great.
I haven't even moved on to Blu-ray yet.
Neither.
I'm still on DVD.
Stone Age, Tim and Alistair.
yeah.
This damn video will be at best 1080p. You will not be able to watch this with satisfaction in 4 years when this technology is meant to come out.
I mean, that just seems to be a description for this video series and this channel. You're not going to get any satisfaction watching this. I think that's a good enough quote. We should have that as a quote on the.
Yep, I'll change the banner when I upload this.
The breakfast short. You will not be satisfied.
Guaranteed.
All right. Well, that's us done for the week. We will be back on Monday morning on Switch 1197. If you're in Brisbane, that's 1197 a.m. If you're not in Brisbane, or you are and you want some good quality listening,
Yeah.
go to the website switch1197.com. It'll be Alistair, Steph, and myself on starting from 6 a.m. going till 9 on Monday morning. Tune in. It'll be fantastic. Until then, love you.
Hear it.